So in this week's episode, we take a look at Plus Valia or Plus Valia Tax. Never heard of it? Well, you will at the end of this week's episode. So welcome to episode number 59 of 2 Minute Tuesday with Hondon Valley Homes. Now, the reason that you may not have heard of Plus Valia or Plus Valia Tax is because basically it's a stealth tax. And believe it or not, it has been declared illegal by the Spanish Constitutional Court. Now, I'll speak about more of that later in the video. Now, Plus Valia is a local or municipal tax that is charged by the local town hall on the properties when they are sold. However, it's important to remember this is a tax for the land and not the property itself. So how is it calculated? Well, the calculation is based on the rateable value of the property and the number of years that have passed since the property last changed hands. Now, the principle is that you're being taxed on the increased value of the land over the period that you've been living there. Now, as I said before, remember this is a tax on the land and not the buildings on it. Now, each year when you receive your IBI bill, which is sometimes called the Suma bill in this part of Spain, you'll notice that it has a cadastral value. Now, this is the basis from which the property is taxed. The cadastral value can go up due to several things. It can be the economic climate or due to added infrastructure in the area. And basically, the longer that you live in the property, the more you pay. Now, generally, Plus Valia is paid by the vendor. After all, it's a tax that's accrued during the length of time that they've owned the property. And normally the buyer's lawyer will retain the funds to ensure that it is paid on behalf of their client. And the tax is due within 30 days of sale, but normally paid at the notary. However, as I mentioned before, the Spanish Constitutional Court decreed on the 11th of May 2017 that if a property was sold at a loss, there is nothing to pay. The issue at the moment is that until the Spanish courts declare the previous law null and void, the new law can't be enforced. So regardless of making money or losing money on a property, at the time of this vlog, you will be charged the tax. There is, however, some good news. In certain circumstances, you'll be able to claim this tax back. So please speak to your lawyer or your gestor to find out if you qualify for the return of this tax if you've paid it. Now, if you want to calculate the Plus Valia tax, then you can pop into your local ayuntamiento with your escritura, your IBI tax bill, and ask them to do it. And there's also a tax calculating tool on the Suma ES page. I've got it on the screen here, and we'll put a link on the screen and in the description. So hopefully you found this week's episode informative. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching it on there, and you can be informed each time we upload a new video, and there should be a link in the bottom of the screen here. My contact details will be on the screen at the moment if you've got any questions about buying, selling, or about the area in general. So until next time, thank you very much for your time, and hasta luego.